We're wrapping up the semester with some of Brian Lamb's best advice. Get to know the man behind the name of Purdue's Communication School. A new ice cream shop brings an international trend to Chauncey Hill. We only stopped in for a sample, but found much more than that. After Monday's fire in the Notre Dame Cathedral, a school across the world is taking steps towards reparations. Fast Track News starts now.
As long as we've waited for the spring sunshine to make it to West Lafayette, it just might not be here to stay. After today, we may not see that sunshine back again until Saturday. Hello, and welcome to Fast Track News Live. I'm Derek Dahlman.
And I'm Declan McInerney. Now, Derek, should I bring an umbrella tomorrow?
Yes, you definitely should. We are going to be looking at some showers and thunderstorms. With that also, they say April showers may bring Mayflowers, but it just looks like this year that's not going to be the case. Let's go ahead and take a look at our current conditions so far. Right now we are staying at 76 degrees, and that is our high temperature, not only for today, but for tomorrow too, believe it or not. We've got partly cloudy skies. We are dry right now, but as we mentioned, that will soon be changing. I'll have more on that and the latest just here in a few minutes.
Thanks, Derek. Help is coming in from around the world to rebuild the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, and that includes assistance from here in the Hoosier State. The University of Notre Dame President Reverend John Jenkins announced today that the school will donate $100,000 to renovate efforts for the 800-year-old cathedral. This comes just 2 days after a fire did major damage throughout the structure. The church suffered heavy damage to the large parts, including the spire, and is said to be the result of an electrical problem in an elevator. This cause is still under investigation. Experts say that it could easily take from 10 to 15 years to fully complete the renovations. It's not every day that you get to meet the man behind the name of the Lamb School of Communication. Fast Track reporter Mohan Guh got to sit down with Brian Lamb to learn what it's like to inspire a school of undergraduates.
Freshman, I had to take Speech 114. That comes under the comm department. Almost everybody at Purdue takes some form of Speech 114, learning how to, do the basic elements. And so the comm school starts right when you hit the ground running here at Purdue, and that's important. Those that decide to, major in I was a speech major because they didn't have a comm school. They all have different ideas of what a good career is, and by the time they get out of here in 4 years, they kind of hone their interests, and that's the benefit of having a comm school. Well, my name on the school I don't think is very important. I think that the people that come here don't come because my name's on it for sure. For years and years, the comm school existed without it. It's an honor to be involved with my university like this. But Mary Fran Matson, who runs the school or is head of the school, and her fellow teachers are what really matter to the students. Comm is not as interesting to a lot of people today as, say, STEM is, but you still have to learn how to communicate once you've gotten your engineering or science or your agriculture or whatever. And so comm's going to be around, I think, for a long time. I would say the most important thing in the future probably is staying ahead of the technology. Everything that we use to communicate has changed in my lifetime, and it will change again. And so when you're involved in trying to educate yourself about communications, you got to anticipate where it's all going to go, so you don't want to find yourself in an alley and can't get out of it after a couple of years. So that's the biggest concern I would have if I was starting out again, is how I pick something that will be around for a while. The opportunities out in our country are much greater than they were when I was in school. Communications has been blown wide open by the internet, and when I was here there wasn't even a satellite, and so that's all changed. So you have to decide at some point what you really want to do with your life, and if it's in communications, what do you want to be in, PR or mass communications, or you know, in my case I went to Washington and was a press secretary to a senator, and then I got involved in C-SPAN. And I must say this, when you leave here, you don't necessarily know where it's all going to end up. So you have to just keep your eyes and ears open. It's hard to know what a student wants at this stage in their activities except a job. And jobs come for a lot of different reasons, including your ability to network. And I hope that if they paid attention to the people that have visited the campus, there's a way to learn how to network. Once you've learned from your education and you're out there finding a job, it takes a while sometimes, and you got to be prepared for that. And I hope they've learned that from the old timers who are here coming back, trying to help them, you know, mentor them or help them get along.
Thank you today, Brent.
As Purdue's 150th year comes to an end, the Lamb School has one more celebration for students. Mohan is here to tell us more about it. Mohan?
Yes, Derek. We're talking about $50,000 available to any Lamb School undergrad students, which is really a huge amount. So it's easy to get this money because for students, anyone who is really want to go to a research conference or wants to take their summer times to work with any professors, which they could earn the credit, and also the Lamb School would take care of the money. And for the conference, the school will give 500 plus the travel fee. So there's a lot of opportunities to find out. And I was able to meet with the associate professor Josh Boyd, and also the whole campaign behind this scholarship, and I got a chance to talk to them.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about how to get that scholarship?
Yes, I will tell this after we watch the Josh Boyd interviews and the story.
All right.
Really want to encourage students to pursue research opportunities. And so a lot of times students will do some work in a class and maybe they think it's really interesting, they'd like to do more, but the class is over. And so they move on to the next class. I understand that, right? So by having some money for support of research, we want to encourage students to maybe work on that paper a little bit more, submit it to an undergraduate research conference, travel, meet other people that are doing similar kinds of things, and maybe help make a decision about whether or not to go to graduate school.
A communication major sophomore student just went to a research conference in DePaul University, and he loves it.
In the conference, I met so many people from different colleges and different majors, and so many professors, and they're willing to talk to me. It's like I'm being treated equally, and we can discuss the research as a real research project.
This group of students in COM 353 programs in PR helped make the program a reality. They planned it, advertised for it, and even designed a website where you can learn more and apply.
To achieve this goal, our team meets every week and creates appealing contents for more students to know about the program. So far, we've created a website, conduct class presentations in COM classes, as well as finding out more information from students who are interested in this program.
We hope that you look into this awesome opportunity that is available to you as COM students, and thank you! Yay!
All right, can you tell us a little bit about how to get this scholarship?
Definitely right now. So first, find a conference. Just do a quick research on Brent Lamb School communication page. You will find any conference in the following date, and then apply to school. And once they accept it, $500 plus the traveling fee. And for professors research, just reach any professors who are currently doing research, and talk to them. Once you get accepted to work with them, you got the money right away. And all of them can find out on the Brent Lamb School of Communication website.
Thanks, Mohan. Purdue's Ringel Art Gallery has a new exhibit on display, one where students and visitors just might recognize the person featured. Derek Dahlman went to the gallery to give you the latest on the exhibit that's taking one giant leap for mankind.
While the weather may not have been what people expect this time of year, it provided the opportunity for campus goers to come inside and relive history at the Ringel Gallery located in Stewart Center. Purdue Visitor Services and Program Coordinator Erica Kavam says, this exhibit is about helping celebrate Purdue's 150th anniversary.
This exhibition originally came up when Tracy Grimm, who works up in archives, approached our director and assistant curator about finding a way to integrate archives into the arts, as well as celebrate Purdue's sesquicentennial and the 50th anniversary of the first lunar landing.
How did Kavam's team follow through with this idea? An exhibit focused on the man responsible for the first lunar landing himself, Neil Armstrong.
What they did